Hey guys, Weird Guy 777 bringing you another competitive battle. Today it'll be NU, and I'm using Pokemon that you don't really see too much in NU. So I'll lead off with my the Ivysaur, and he leads off with Ninjask, so I just go for the Sleep Powder, because I know he's just going to be one of those trying baton passing sweep sets, because, I mean, practically all Ninjasks are nowadays. Except this one I fought in a different match. It was a really weird set. So I go for the Sludge Bomb after a Leech Seed, and I go for the Sleep Powder thinking this was the third turn of sleep, but it wasn't. So he gets the Baton Pass and goes into his Marowak. I guess he was trying to do a Marowak sweep, because Marowak's a pretty cool guy. So he goes into that big damage. What? That's Shofu's thing. You can't just copy him. So I go for the Sleep Powder, and he's already Leech Seeded, so I've got that, because he Baton Passed the Leech Seed to his Marowak. So I go into my Wailord and just go for that Choice Scarfed Water Spout and annihilate his brain. And then he goes into a Ludicolo, which I didn't know what this thing was going to do, so I just go into and just sponges that Ice Beam like a boss, and I go for the Sludge Bomb and destroy this Alacidol. And he goes into Felix. I stay in with because I know he's just going to protect, so I go for the Synthesis, but unfortunately it only gives me a 4th since it's in the rain, and he gets his little Guts boost, so I go into my Pac-Man, the Duskull, and he sponges the Brave Bird. Look, that did 47%. Duskull is like the bulkiest little red ghost ever. I like ghost types. I think they're my favorite type, so I just go for the Pain Split on the second Brave Bird, because I know I could take another one, but so I switch out to preserve my Duskull and go into Hank, because Hank's a pretty cool guy, and then he's gonna have out his Armaldo. So it turns out this is a sweeping Armaldo, and he goes for the Swords Dance. I go for the Toxic, and he has a Lumberry, so it cures it. And then he goes for the X-Scissor, and kills off Hank. Since this is kind of a short battle, I've got another one for you guys right after this. And I go and come at me, bro, and go for the Water Spout, because why not? And then I swap back into Pac-Man, and Sponge or Retaliate, and then he swaps out. I went for the Will-O-Wisp here. I really wanted to hit that that slacking with a Will-O-Wisp, because they have so high attack. Then he goes for the Protect, and I go for the Shadow Sneak, because I was just going to finish him off, and Pac-Man got a kill, I guess. So he goes into BAM! Again, and he has Night Slash. I just have to let Pac-Man die, and then I go into Saucebuck Sucks, because Saucebuck does suck, and I go for the Jump Kick, does about 57%, and then my Life Orb kicks in. Then he goes for the Night Slash, and Saucebuck Sucks, lives, and goes for the Jump Kick, and then dies from Life Orb. This is why you use Stantler, not Saucebuck. So I'm gonna be right back with the next battle. So this is another battle with the same team. I liked this team, so I used it again. And so I lead off with Minus, the Plusle, and go for the Volt Switch, and he leads off with a Zangoose that is Focus Sash, and it uses Taunt, so Pac-Man, I just sent him out uselessly. I thought it was going to be that Toxic Orb set, but no. Then he goes for the Taunts on my and then he goes for the Close Combat on my and he just goes for the Sludge Bomb and destroys this guy, because Close Combat did nothing to my Eviolite Ivysaur. So I swap out, because I can't actually do anything to Float, so I go into Pac-Man, who has killer defenses, like I've said before, and he switches out fearing the Will-O-Wisp, which he was right to fear that, so I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and now I switch out into Voltoid, predicting the Electric type move, and he does go for the Discharge, I think. Yes, he goes for the Discharge, so I've got Hank out here. Hank's just like, yeah, I'm Hank. So I get up some Stealth Rocks, and he goes for another Discharge, and it's like, why? Why, man, why? Then he goes for the, then I go for the Ice Beam, and then he goes for the Aqua Tail. It doesn't do much because he's burned, and yeah, he's taking Life Orb and burn damage, and he's just having a bad day. And then he has Giga Drain, and I'm like, why didn't you go for Giga Drain earlier? So Hank dies a painful death. I'm sorry, Hank, that I had to do that to you. So I go back into my Come At Me Bro and go for the Water Spout, because Wailord, that's just what my Wailord does. I think that's what all Wailords do, but still. I mean, this Wailord's special, because his name is Come At Me Bro. So I figured this is a physical-based Victory Bell, but no, he's specially based and goes for the Solar Beam, and I'm like, I'm gonna get wrecked by a Victory Bell. I can see it coming. And he has the Weather Ball, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. So I go for the Synthesis because it's doubled in the sun, so I'm hoping he gets like min damage or something, but no. So my dies a painful death. So I have to stall this sun out. So I go into Saucebuck Sucks, and I have the Sap Sipper, and he went for the Solar Beam, just giving me more attacks. The Saucebuck Sucks pones that guy, and the sun goes away now, and he goes into nah. And since the Sildrox broke is sturdy, I can go for the Jump Kick at +1 and kill him. So yeah. And then he goes out and does a Mulga, and he's trying to stall. He's trying to get me to enough Life Orb damage that he can kill me off with a move, which kinda works, kinda doesn't. You guys will see. So I go for the return. I just keep spamming it, and now he's gonna go for the Air Slash, which doesn't kill me, but I get the flinch. So I'm like, Saucebuck Sucks, why? Why did you get the flinch, man? Come on. And then and since he got the flinch, he just dies. Give another Air Slash. So I go into my Come At Me Bro, and go for the Water Spout, and get another kill with my Come At Me Bro. See, this is the only common Pokemon I have. Wailord's kind of common, not really anymore. You don't see it that much. So I go into Minus and get hit by a waterfall. Yeah. So I go back into Come At Me Bro. Turns out he's Scarfed and he's actually faster. It doesn't really matter because I have HP Grass. And that does almost enough to kill it. And if he would have got the flinch here, he would have won. But nope, I just go for another Hidden Tower Grass and end the battle. So those were both pretty good games. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Play part, which I should be able to record tomorrow if it's not too loud in my house and stuff. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.